Hello and welcome to 360 Sports. It was action-packed weekend in Nigeria, in Africa, and in Europe, all the top 5 leagues of the world, where you in England, in France, in Italy, in Germany. It was actually all full of actions and surprising results. Table toppers becoming second, and a lot of surprises. PSG losing their game over the weekend. I think it was a surprise one for the table toppers in France. Despite that loss, they are still topping the table. I'm Emmanuel Fasheme on this beautiful Monday Workers Day, and we'll be having a lot to discuss on the show this morning. But before we go, let me welcome Precious Jonah to the show.
It's my pleasure, sir, to be here again.
All right, Precious Jonah, let's go straight to our first story, where the Golden Eaglets actually started the Under-17 AFCON 2023 on a very bright note right there in Constantine, Nigeria. They were able to dispatch the Zambian, though it was a lone goal, but at the end of the day, 3 points into the kitty and starting on a very good note. We have never won the AFCON Under-17 Nations Cup, but this time around, I think the boys are battle ready to actually win it. Precious Jonah, let me talk to you. We started on a very good note, winning our first game against the Zambians. What does this feat mean for the boys and then Nigeria at large?
It means that we are going to win the trophy, because winning their first game is a very good start. Every tournament, when you win your first game, you have this confidence that we can go all the way. So it's a very good start for them.
Okay, now with the level of preparation that NFF have actually given to these guys, now we've started well on a very good note, beating the Zambians. How far do you think we can go? Because we have in our group Morocco, South Africa is there, and then Zambia. Now, we at some point when this group was released a few months back, everybody said Nigeria was in the group of death. But you see us now, maybe after this first win, we are coming out of the group, even because we've seen countries, teams winning their first game, having 3 points. At the end of the day, they did not qualify to the next round. Do you see us coming out of that group?
We are qualified from this group. If going by the words of the coach, I heard him speak this morning. He said Zambia happens to be one of the toughest opponents. So them beating Zambia means that we are going to finish either first or second in that group.
Other first or second. Let's not forget that Morocco started well by beating South Africa 2-0. They are on top of the group. And come Wednesday, we'll be playing the Moroccans. Now it's going to be battle of who tops the group, who sits comfortably. If any team wins between Nigeria and Morocco, is going to have 3 points, and then the two losers also, we'll see how they can get their first 3 points. But looking at it on Wednesday, do you think Nigeria can beat the Moroccans? Let's not forget that the Moroccans almost pulled out because of airspace issue between them and Algeria. But come Wednesday, do you think the Golden Eaglets have what it takes to actually beat the Moroccans?
I think we'll beat Morocco, because I'm not scared. They narrowly, they won their first game actually. They have 3 points as well as Nigeria. But I see them beating Morocco come on Wednesday.
You see the convincingly. Okay,
Morocco.
Okay. Let me put you on the spot now. If you are to predict how many goals do you think the Golden Eaglets will score against the Moroccans?
2 goals, 2-1.
2-1.
Probably 2-0, 2-1.
2-0, 2-1. All right. If they don't score 2 goals, I will hold you responsible. By Wednesday, Nigeria will be coming up against the Moroccans. Now it's going to be battle of who's going to sit comfortably at the top of the group. We are in Group B. We still have South Africa. We have Zambia, and if we can get the 6 points, that means automatic qualification to the next round. We want to see our darling Golden Eaglets win the Under-17 AFCON for the very first time. And Duka Umbade has been there as a player. He won. He did well at this level during his playing days, and right now he's the coach of the side. They've had good preparations. They were scoring a lot of goals. He actually worked on the goal scoring ability of the Golden Eaglets, and despite with 1 goal, well, Zambians are a very tough opponent, like you heard Precious saying, because they actually defeated Senegal during the warm-up game to this tournament. But overall, I believe believe the Golden Eaglets, as a patriotic Nigerian, will have their own field day against them and then get the better side of the Moroccan. Let's move away from that story and come back home, where matches went down over the weekend in the MPFL, and we are just having 2 games, and already Dakada has been confirmed to go to relegation. And all right, we have the result of Group A on the screen right now. Ekanemi Warriors lost at home to Enyimba of Aba, 8-time champions of the MPFL, and Gombe United and Bendel Insurance had to play at a goalless draw, and the Plateau United played a 1-1 draw with Kwara United at Ilorin, while Remo Stars picked Aqua United by 1 goal, and then Nasarawa United also beating Shooting Stars at home by 1-0. Now look at this group. Group A has been dubbed the group of death, and now for Bendel Insurance, they are just 2 matches away to equal the record that Aqua United set 3 seasons ago. They actually went 18 matches unbeaten in the MPFL, and right now Bendel Insurance is about to match that record. Now look at this result. Now Bendel Insurance is comfortable at the top of the table, but from this result, quickly, just the draw for Bendel Insurance, is it a good one for them?
The draw, they've been drawing their games recently, so it's not easy to win away match in Nigeria League. So them drawing away from who, I think is okay. Okay,
now let's look at the table. Let's have the table. Let's have Group A table quickly. Let's have Group A table. Now, these are their standing on that group. Like I said, 2 matches to finish the average phase, and then we'll now go to the Super 6 proper. Bendel Insurance has played 16 match, goal difference 11, 32 points. Enyimba following closely with 16 matches played, 8 goal difference and 28 points. Aqua United had played 16 games, 7 goal difference, 26 points. Plateau United also has played 16 games, standing on the same number of goal difference with Aqua United, but on different on points with 25 points. Remo Stars has played 16 games, -1 goal difference and then 24 points. Shooting Stars is on 0 goal difference, 21 points. Gombe United has -4 on 19 points. Kwara United 14 points, and then on -8 goal difference, Nasarawa United has 13 points, and then on -7 goal difference, then 13 points. Ekanemi Warriors occupying the last position, and it's just with this, Ekanemi Warrior is confirmed that they will go on relegation. Though I think it's still open for the 3 of them: Kwara United, Nasarawa United, Ekanemi Warriors. If they win their 2 games as it stands, if Kwara United wins the remaining 2 games, they will be safe. But if they lost any, and Nasarawa United is able to win 1 and then draw 1, or even win 1, they will have 16 points. That means there's a possibility that between Nasarawa United and Kwara United, 1 person will join Ekanemi. Ekanemi also can escape it if they win their 2 games. That is 6 points. Now, who do you think between Nasarawa United and Kwara United? What is your thought? What is your fate about these 2 teams in that group?
And depending on the opponent they are playing, if I'm to judge by their performance, I'd say maybe Nasarawa United. Me, I would prefer Nasarawa to stay.
You prefer Nasarawa to stay instead of Kwara? Why do you prefer Nasarawa to stay?
Because it's our team here now.
It's a neighboring team.
Yeah. So
okay. Precious prefer Nasarawa United to actually stay in the league. Well, if they actually want to stay in the league, then they should win their remaining 2 matches and pray that Kwara United lost their own 2 games or 1 thereabout, and then they are sure of staying in the league. But as it stands, I think if they don't win both those 2 teams, while 1 of them will stay and 1 will go on, will join the Ekanemi Warriors to go to relegation. Let's have Group B quickly. Let's have the result of Group B. There were matches also in Group B. We have Rangers International whipping Wiki Tourists of Bauchi by 3-0, and then Lobby Stars at Jos Township Stadium beat Niger Tornadoes by 1-0, and then Bayelsa United was able to get the better side of Sunshine Stars 2-1, and then Abia Warriors confirmed that Kada relegations permanently by beating them 3-0, and this is the first time that Abia Warriors will actually beat Dakada away from I think they played away. That game was played in Uyo. Just a mix up there. And if the Rivers United and Doma United game has been postponed due to Rivers United, we will still come to that later, due to Rivers United engagement in the continent. But let's have the table quickly. Then we'll talk about the result. Now Lobby Stars is sitting comfortably on the table with 5-goal difference and 29 points, having played 16 games. And Doma United has played 15 games because they have a game in hand against Rivers United. 4-goal difference and 25 points. Abia Warriors has played 16 games, 0 goal difference with 24 points. Rivers United, they have about 2 games in hand. They have 5-goal difference and 23 points, followed by Niger Tornadoes, who has played 16 games, 4-goal difference, 23 points. Sunshine Stars has played 15, 2-goal difference, 21 points. Enugu Rangers 16, 0-goal difference, 19 points. Bayelsa United on the 8th position with 16 matches played, 2-goal difference and then 18 points. And then we have Dakada FC, because definitely Dakada is going on relegation. There's no magic about that. Dakada and Wiki Tourists, if they win their remaining 2 games, they are not going anywhere in that group. And it has been confirmed that Bayelsa United will join others to remain in the NPFL. But quickly, let's look at Lobby Stars. They have 29 points, with Rivers United having 2 games in hand. If Rivers United win and then win with more than 4-3-goal margin or 6-goal margin, then they will be back to the top of the summit. But quickly about Lobby Stars. Lobby Stars have been able to actually hold their own in that group. What do you think Rivers United will actually topple them from the top of the table?
Rivers United, they have not been playing well recently. So going by standing is standing. Until they win, they are standing. So for now, Lobby Stars is the table topper. So I don't see them climbing that table with their current form. With their current form, so Lobby Stars may just finish top of the table. Okay, Lobby Stars may just finish top of the table, and that is for Group B. I think the NPFL has actually been doing well this season. We've seen away games, we've seen away wins, we've seen some mixed results, and for Bendel Insurance that have been doing well, they've not lost a game this season. They are actually they want to become the invincible of the NPFL. Let's hope they can do that, and then when the Super 6 comes, already they are sure of qualifying to the Super 6. They are just the second, third position is what other teams like Plateau United, Akwa United, anybody will be dragging for when they play the remaining 2 games. And if Bendel Insurance actually wins their remaining 2 games, that means they will have equal the record that Akwa United set 2 seasons ago in the NPFL. Let's move away from the NPFL and head straight to England, where the almighty Arsenal, I want to win the league. At the end of the day, they are occupying the 2nd position after Man City beating Fulham in yesterday's game 2-1. It ended. Now let's have the result of result of EPL. AFC Bournemouth trashed Leeds United 4-1. Fulham lost at home, like I said, to Manchester City 2-1. Manchester United pipped Aston Villa at Old Trafford 1-0. And Newcastle United, they cannot stop scoring. Hammer Southampton 3-1. And for Liverpool, it was a 7-goal thriller between them and Tottenham Hotspur. 4-3 ended. Liverpool having the last laugh. That game was full of a lot of let me say drama. 7 goals at the end of the day. Liverpool having the 3 points. Now quickly, let's talk about Liverpool Tottenham result. Now Tottenham has not been doing well. For Liverpool, they themselves, they've been up and down. They are not really there, but they want to see how they can sneak into probably they are already in the European position. But do you think they can meet with the remaining matches we have? I think we just have about 5 matches to the end of the season. That is 16 points, 15 points, I beg your pardon. Can they make the top 4 for Liverpool? Yes. I think they have been having these injury problems, worries. Luis Diaz is back, and I saw the way he played yesterday. So I think with this player coming back, Liverpool will enter top 4.
Liverpool will enter top 4. Let's have the table quickly. Let's see the table. We are going to talk about 2 teams that have moved positions. Now, about 3 teams, I beg your pardon, not just 2. Man City, Arsenal, and Chelsea also have moved position. Now, Man City is occupying the table with 76 points, 32 matches played with 54 goal difference. And then Arsenal, that have been on top of the table since February. This is the first time that Arsenal will come second since the beginning of February. They have 75 points. Newcastle on 3rd position with 65 points. Manchester United on 63 points. As it stands, 2 point difference between Manchester United and Newcastle United. But quickly, let's talk about Arsenal and Man City. Now, Man City is, let me say, they are 1 point ahead of Arsenal on top of the table. Are we going to have this lead to widen, or it will remain like this till the end of the season for the remaining 5 matches?
The league, the lead here is just 1 point, and with a game in hand, so it will not stay like this. I see the lead increasing, maybe for weeks, maybe this week.
This week,
yes.
Because we have matches Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursday.
Yes,
to
then
Friday. Weekend.
So I see the lead increasing to 4 points.
You see it increasing to 4 points. But what would you say happened to Arsenal? Now they played 3 draws against Liverpool, against Southampton, and against the last. They now lost to
West Ham.
Against West Ham. They now lost to Manchester City. Now, would you say that Arsenal lost concentration?
Concentration is part of it, but the major problem there is they don't have bench. If you want to win Premier League, you cannot win Premier League without bench. You have an injury in your team, no backup. Saliba went for injury, Hodi came in, and Hodi is not doing well. So there is no proper backup for them. There is no somebody that can just come and replace the player that went for that injury. But
Arteta requested for money and went to market and signed players. Would you say the players that Arteta signed was not up to standard or was not equal to the task?
Yes, the player they signed for backup for the main players are not comparable.
They are not comparable. They cannot match the English Premier League.
Which of them will even make? Which of those players now that coming?
But they brought in Gabriel Jesus. They brought in Zinchenko from Manchester. Those ones. They've won the Premier League, so they have the champions mentality.
That is why they were. That's why they are on top of the league. They were for so long. Because of those players, because of the experience they are bringing from their clubs. Talking about the bench, I'm talking about the bench. Now they don't have bench.
They don't have second team to look up to. Okay,
that's why they cannot win the league.
Arteta, you can hear it yourself. You don't have a bench. You need to, if you want to win the English Premier League, you need to have a second team, a backup for all your starter. Let's have the second half of the table right away, where Chelsea also eventually, at long last, Chelsea have moved position because they've been on the 11th position for so long. Now, if you don't move, we will move you. Crystal Palace has, okay, we are going to move you, Chelsea, and that has happened. Chelsea is now on the 12th position with 39 points. Crystal Palace 40 points, Bournemouth 39 points with Chelsea, but on goal difference. Then we have Wolves following with 37 points, West Ham United on 15th position with 35 points, Leeds on 24 minus 24 goal difference, 30 points. Nottingham Forest, for now they can enjoy that place depending what will happen later. Leicester City is on the 18th position, Everton, Southampton. Now for this 4 teams, 5: Leeds United, Nottingham Forest, Leicester City, Everton. Apart from Southampton, who relegation has been no matter what happens, because the way they are playing, I don't see them escaping that relegation. But for the other teams, who do you think is going to, because we are going to have 3 teams to go down to the championship. So let me ask you now, from the look of things, who is going down?
Okay, with Southampton is already confirmed.
Yes.
Then Leeds United and Everton will join.
Leeds United and Everton will join.
Yes.
Okay, that means Leicester City will be safe.
Leicester will be safe because I think we are playing Everton today.
They are playing Everton tonight.
They will win their match today.
Okay.
Once they win that match, they will move up to that. I think to.
They will push Nottingham Forest away from that place.
Even Leeds United, they will push Leeds United downward.
Okay, now Kelechi Iheanacho, a man who at the end, towards the end of the season, that is when he starts firing from one cylinder. You see Kelechi Iheanacho not playing well at the beginning of the season, but once the season is coming to an end, you see him as if there is a different person. He came out from a different planet entirely. He will not be there for Leicester City. Do you think it's going to affect their chances of survival?
It will not really affect because they have proven strikers that can stand in for him. Vardy is there, Dakar is there too, so they will cover. So they will not miss him much.
They will not miss him much. A man who has scored 6 goals in just some few games. Okay, let's leave the whole story in England. We just pray that Everton, Leicester City, because we have all Nigerians in all of the teams that are battling relegation, and it's not looking good for our Super Eagles players, because our Super Eagles player, we need to see them playing in the top leagues of the world, not battling relegation. But that is the beauty of football. If you are not prepared, where I just felt for Leicester City, they sold most of their players, they never recruited, and now they are suffering it. Let's leave the English Premier League and head straight to German Bundesliga, where Bayern Munich has gone back to the top of the table after Borussia Dortmund dropped points over the weekend, where they had to play 1-1, but Bayern Munich defeated Hertha Berlin 2-0. Serge Gnabry, you can see it on the screen with that beautiful header. Serge Gnabry and Coleman getting the goals for Bayern Munich, and they are back to the top of the table. Quickly, let's have the table. Let's see how they are standing before we actually talk about Bayern Munich. Let's see how they are standing. Right, let's have the table now. Look at Bayern Munich. They have 62 points, just 1 point of Borussia Dortmund. Now, these two teams, I think it's going to go down the wire. It's going to be 2-horse race as it stands right about now. But at the end of the day, do you think Bayern can retain this title?
Yeah, why not? The league is still very open to both of them. So I think, like you said, the league will go down to the last day. So it's anybody's game. It's anybody's game.
It's anybody's game. Now, the Union Berlin is on the 3rd position, Freiburg 4th, RB Leipzig on the 5th position. Bayer Leverkusen has 48 points on the 6th position. Wolfsburg on 7th position with 46 points. Mainz 05 has 45 points. And then Frankfurt on the 9th position with 43 points. They are doing well in Europe, but surprisingly, look at where they are occupying them. We have Borussia Mönchengladbach on the 10th position with 36 points. Let's have the second half of the table quickly. Let's talk about Bayern Munich. With the way it stands right now, speculations, we know things have not really been going well for that team. Now, what are their chances? Because now they are out of Europe, they are no longer in DFB Pokal. Do you think they can actually right their wrongs by winning the title for their fans?
Yes, this is all they have to do for their fans this season. If not for the league, nothing again. So I think they will kill themselves for this title. They will have to kill themselves. The remaining matches is like final to them now.
All right. Yes. Okay, let's have now the second half of the table is on the screen. Sorry for that mix-up. We have Cologne on 11th position with 30 matches played and 35 points. Werder Bremen occupying the 12th position with 35 points. And then Augsburg 31 points, occupying the 13th position. Hoffenheim on 14th position with 29 points. Stuttgart 28 points, occupying the 15th position. VfL Bochum on the 16th position with 28 points, and Schalke 04 that used to be most Nigerian players played there. The likes of Victor Agali, Ogbuke also played in that team, occupying the 17th position with 27 points. And Hertha Berlin that lost to Bayern Munich on 22 points. And quickly, let's have La Liga right away. There were some matches also in La Liga that went down over the weekend, and for Barcelona and Real Madrid, they both actually scored 4 goals apiece. 4-2, Madrid defeating Almeria 4-2, and then for Barcelona beating Real Betis 4-0 at home. Now quickly, I think Real Madrid is using this to prepare for Champions League, but as it stands, do you think Barcelona will drop points again before the season ends?
Yes, because of their form. Barca will drop points. Madrid too. They equally drop points. Like you said, Madrid are just using the remaining matches to prepare for Champions League because the league is over.
because the league is over. Quickly,
Yes.
before we go on the show, let's just have some fixtures that we are going to have tonight. Before we go on the show, we have some fixtures that will be coming up right there in England. In Spain, the Leicester City will be tackling Everton, and then we have Sevilla playing Girona in Spain, and we have the Women's Champions League also tonight, where Arsenal women will welcome the Wolfsburg Lady. First leg it ended 2-2. Precious Jonah, thank you for coming on the show.
It's my pleasure, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, that is it. That is a wrap on the show. I'm Emmanuel Fashimi.